Okay, everyone, let's dive into a word that has a really interesting taste to it, even though we don't eat it in this sense. The word is relish. Say it with me, relish. Good. Now, relish is a bit special because it can be both a noun and a verb. That means it can be a thing and something you do. Let's start by looking at relish as a noun first. As a noun, one meaning of relish is great enjoyment. Think about when you really enjoy something. Like you're having a fantastic time, you're totally loving it. That feeling of great enjoyment, that is relish. The definition gives us an example. She swigged a mouthful of wine with relish. Imagine someone takes a drink of wine and they really enjoy it. They're not just drinking it to be polite, they're drinking it because they truly love the taste and the feeling of it. She swigged a mouthful of wine with relish means she drank it with great enjoyment. You could almost see how much she was enjoying it. Think about everyday things you do with relish. Maybe you eat your favorite ice cream with relish. You're not just eating it, you're savoring every bite. You're really enjoying the taste and the coolness. Or maybe you listen to your favorite song with relish. You don't just have it on in the background, you're really listening, maybe singing along, just totally enjoying the music. That's relish. Great enjoyment. Another noun meaning of relish is liking for or pleasurable anticipation of something. Anticipation means looking forward to something, feeling excited about it before it even happens. So this meaning is about looking forward to something enjoyable or having a general liking for something. The example is, I was appointed to a post for which I had little relish. Appointed to a post means getting a job or a role. And little relish means, well, not much liking for it, not much pleasurable anticipation. So, I was appointed to a post for which I had little relish means the person got a job, but they weren't really excited about it. They didn't really like the idea of doing it. They weren't looking forward to it. They had very little relish, very little liking or anticipation. Think about everyday things you might have relish for or not have relish for. Maybe you have relish for summer vacation. You really like the idea of it. You're looking forward to it. You enjoy thinking about it. But maybe you don't have much relish for doing chores on the weekend. You don't really like the idea of it. You're not looking forward to it. Relish, in this sense, is about your liking or anticipation. Okay, now for a different kind of noun meaning of relish. It can also mean a piquant sauce or pickle eaten with plain food to add flavor. Piquant means having a pleasantly sharp taste, a little bit spicy or tangy. Think of things like pickles, chutneys, or certain sauces you put on your food to make it taste better. That kind of sauce or pickle is also called relish. It's something you add to plain food to give it extra flavor and enjoyment. Example, use salsa as a relish with grilled meat or fish. Salsa, that sauce made with tomatoes, onions, peppers, and spices. Using salsa as a relish with grilled meat or fish means you put salsa on the meat or fish to add extra flavor and make it more interesting and tasty. Salsa in this case is acting as a relish. Think about other relishes you might eat. Pickles on a burger? That's a relish. Chutney with Indian food? That can be a relish. That little dish of flavorful sauce they give you with spring rolls at a Vietnamese restaurant? Often, that's a relish. Relishes are those extra flavor boosters you add to your main dish. There are also some older, more archaic noun meanings of relish. One is an appetizing flavor. Appetizing means making you feel hungry or wanting to eat. And flavor is taste. So in a very old-fashioned way, relish could just mean a pleasant taste, a flavor that makes you want to eat something. The example is, the tired glutton finds no relish in the sweetest meat. Glutton is someone who eats too much, and sweetest meat is like the most delicious, best quality meat. The tired glutton finds no relish in the sweetest meat means that even someone who usually loves to eat a lot, if they are very tired of eating, they might not find any pleasure, any relish, even in the most delicious food. Here, relish is talking about the enjoyable taste, the appetizing flavor that might be missing. And another archaic noun meaning is a distinctive taste or tinge. Distinctive means special, noticeable. Tinge is a slight trace or flavor. So relish can also just mean a particular taste, a hint of flavor, especially a good one. Example, the relish of wine. The relish of wine here means the distinctive, enjoyable taste of wine. It's talking about that specific flavor that makes wine wine, that enjoyable taste that wine has. Okay, that's relish as a noun. It can be great enjoyment, liking/anticipation, a flavorful sauce. an appetizing flavor, or a distinctive taste. Lots of noun meanings. Now let's look at relish as a verb. Remember, verbs are action words. As a verb, one meaning of relish is enjoy greatly. This is very similar to the first noun meaning. When you relish something as a verb, you are actively enjoying it very much. Example, he was relishing his moment of glory. Glory means great success and honor. So he was relishing his moment of glory means he was really enjoying his success, savoring the feeling of being honored and celebrated. He was taking pleasure in every second of that glorious moment. Think about everyday things you might relish doing. Maybe you relish relaxing in a hot bath after a long day. You're not just taking a bath, you are actively enjoying it, soaking it in, feeling relaxed and happy. Or maybe you relish reading a good book on a rainy afternoon. You're not just reading, you're deeply enjoying getting lost in the story, feeling cozy and content. That's relishing something as a verb. Another verb meaning of relish is anticipate with pleasure. Again, similar to a noun meaning. When you relish something in this verb sense, you are looking forward to it with enjoyment. You are excited and happy about something that is going to happen. Example, we did not relish the idea of a strike. Strike means when workers stop working to protest something. We did not relish the idea of a strike means they were not looking forward to the idea of a strike. They were not happy about the possibility of a strike. They didn't anticipate it with pleasure. They were probably dreading the idea of a strike. So in this case, they didn't relish it. They didn't look forward to it with pleasure. Think about everyday things you might relish anticipating or not relish anticipating. Maybe you relishing your birthday party coming up. You're excited, you're looking forward to it, you enjoy thinking about it. But maybe you don't relishing going to the dentist. You're not looking forward to it. You don't anticipate it with pleasure. You're probably dreading it. And finally, there's an archaic verb meaning of relish. Make pleasant to the taste, add relish to. In this very old-fashioned way, to relish something could mean to add flavor to it, to make it taste better. It's like you're making food more enjoyable by adding relishes in the sauce meaning. Example, I have also a novel to relish my wine. Novel here means a new or interesting thing. To relish my wine in this archaic sense means to add something to make the wine more enjoyable to drink. In this example, it means the person has a novel, a book, to enjoy while they are drinking their wine, to enhance the pleasure of drinking wine. The book is like relishing their wine, making the experience more pleasant. This verb meaning is really old-fashioned and not used much anymore. Today, when we use relish as a verb, we almost always mean enjoy greatly or anticipate with pleasure. So relish, lots of meanings, both as a noun and a verb. It's all about enjoyment, flavor, and anticipation. Any questions about relish and all its tasty meanings? No? Fantastic work, everyone. You really dug into relish today. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so now. Love you all.